With the release of the Wednesday series season 2, I knew that I wanted to make something to go along with this as I was watching it this year. I decided to go with the classic Wednesday black and white checkered sweater. At this point, we can say it's iconic and classic. I feel like it's been everywhere and we've seen a lot of different variations of it, but I'm not tired of it. That's the thing. I mean, black and white, I can wear that with literally anything in my wardrobe. And also, I have tons of that yarn just sitting here. Or I thought that was my mistake there. I just assumed that I had everything ready for this sweater that I was going to make. And I'm still going back and forth over if I want it to be a sweater vest, a full-on sweater, or a cardigan. I decided to go with Tunisian crochet, which is something that I haven't done in a very long time. It's a very enjoyable, meditative process for me. Okay, well, here's how I started it first. I was just going to do squares, okay? So I started doing the squares like this, Tunisian simple crochet stitch, just back and forth, back and forth. I love the structure of Tunisian crochet, especially for sweaters and things like this where it's going to make like a nice, perfect square. Yes, there is a little bit of curling action happening on here. It's nothing major that's going to annoy me. And also, once everything's all put together, I'm not even going to notice it. And then I got about to the fourth square and I was like, okay, this is silly. Why am I doing this? I'm just going to change color because I'm using the same Tunisian crochet hook, the same yarn, the same stitch. I'm not like, let's not make this harder on myself. So I am doing them in strips now, which also helps combat the curl a little bit. We just obviously have it on the sides, but this is gonna be like here. I think I'll have 4 across and then I'm gonna seam these all together. I ended up finishing 2 full rows, then got into this one and realized that I don't have any more of this white yarn left, which is crazy because this is the Furls Wander yarn. I have a ton of this obsidian. Apparently I only had 2 of these. That's wild to me because I normally have this on hand all the time. I use it for so many different things. It's an acrylic that is super, super soft. It's just my go-to one that I have laying around. What I think happened is I used a bunch of it during the winter season to make beanies and mittens and stuff like that. So I hadn't really gone through my entire stash. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to work on another project. Like this is my Wednesday project. It just sat in this glow-in-the-dark bowl, all sad, staring at me. Today, the box finally arrived with the yarn that I need to finish this, which is why I'm incredibly happy that they didn't put every single episode out like all together because I would have binged the entire thing. I know myself, and that's how I attack these type of things. So I went onto their site and got the 10 pack of the Wander acrylic, all one color. That's normally how I order it anyway. Even though I'm not going to need all of these for this one specific project, obviously I use it for other things, but also you get a discount if you order it that way. When you get a package from Furls, they do have this card on here, scan code on the back, so don't throw it away because you get a discount for your next purchase. So we'll save that for another day. Here is what it looks like in the 10 pack. I have about 30 of the obsidian yarn, so I don't know how I got so off because normally I order them at the same time. Like this is very rare for me to order just a 10 pack of this one color. It's normally black and white together. Wander is Furl's first acrylic yarn, airy, soft, satiny, and is a wide variety of colors. That is the other thing. It is very silky. So when I'm making things like wearable, I always double knot it. Or a lot of places, obviously, where I'm breaking off the yarn, it is a lot longer than I would normally do. That is because I'm going to take a yarn needle and weave this part back and then back again. So that way it is totally secure. Like I do not want this thing coming apart. I'm going to hand wash it. I don't have to. You can throw it in the washer. The hook that I'm using for this project is the Tunisian crochet hooks from Furls. Was incredibly excited when they announced that they were bringing these back. A long time ago, they got started with Tunisian crochet, and I do have one short production of these, and it has this really fun piece on the bottom here, stamped out the 6.5mm crochet hook on here, but they stopped making them for quite a while. And there was whispers and murmurs that they were going to bring it back. If you ever get on one of their lives that they have, they talk about things well advanced before it's even on their site. So I felt like I heard them talking about it, but I couldn't get too excited because I had no idea when it was going to come out. Very recently, they brought these back and they have size 5 to 7mm crochet hook, which I think is kind of perfect for the yarn that they have. But for the simple stitch, I just wanted to bump it up a little bit. For this one, it's a worsted weight yarn or a medium number 4. They suggest a 5mm crochet hook. For Tunisian Crochet, I jump all the way up to 6.5. So this is their new ebony line that they have out right now. And it has the same feature on the bottom right here, which adds a little bit of weight to it. Not a ton, but still it's enough because this entire thing right here is really super light. And you know me, I love my heavy crochet hooks. So if it didn't have this part on the bottom, it would just be incredibly contrasting from my other furls hooks that I use. If you've never tried Tunisian crochet before, I highly suggest it. It's super fun. It does take a little bit of getting used to, not in a bad way. It's just there are different things that you do compared to crocheting or even knitting. All of my washcloths right now are Tunisian crochet. I just do this, a square, whatever yarn I want to do. It's a 5x5 square on a 6.5mm Tunisian crochet hook. It makes such a dense fabric that it's really good for things like in the kitchen. So while I was over there, since this yarn was officially in the clearance section, I just scrolled down to see what else they had. And there was a hook. I haven't tried it yet. It's their holographic metal matte hooks. And this is a 5mm crochet hook. I love this streamlined metal lineup. I don't know why. This one just fell underneath my radar and I didn't try any of them out. It is way more intense in person. So I found them. They're not gone forever. They are just back in the metal streamline collection. I guess they were just having a little bit of a sale for them, which I love when they do that. The matte and polish are all here. It's a 3.5mm crochet hook all the way down or all the way up to a 10mm crochet hook. That's what they have available for both of the lines in the Aurora. The pictures don't really do it justice, and it's very hard, especially when it's this holographic type of color, to catch exactly what it looks like. Another thing I want to chat about, furls related, on the main page, the matte grape is back and the entire lineup. So a little while ago, they came out with some matte colors in just single sizing, and the grape was a part of that. At this moment, it is only with the matte. It's not the polished finish, and it goes from 3.5 all the way up to a 6.5mm crochet hook. So there are 8 sizes available in total. The matte is my favorite, so I'm pretty happy with them coming out with this lineup. Total hocus pocus witchy purple moment here. If you've never used these, they are the heaviest hook that they have available. So between the matte metal and the streamlined resin, huge difference in weight. I personally like that. I like having a little bit of extra weight as I'm crocheting, but just keep that in mind if you've never tried them. And then also between the wooden one, this one is even lighter than the resin. There are specific ones that I like to use for specific type of projects and specific yarn, but overall, the metal crochet hook compared to their resin or even the wooden, this one is my all-time favorite. Per usual with their lineups, when they drop a new one, they have the specification, the key features, how to take care of it. This one isn't quite as important as the polished ones, because with the polished, as you're using it, it does come with a cleaning cloth, which is necessary because after you use it for a little while, you can see your fingerprints on it. The matte one, not so much, but it's nice to have on hand. That is my little furls chit chat for you. I will keep my eye out and see if they are going to be releasing anything a little bit spooky this year as we get a little bit closer to Halloween. Even though we did get Immortal, though I felt that was more of a book inspired crochet hook. You know, it is spooky. I am going to use it for the Halloween season. I would be totally okay if they came out with another specific spooky crochet hook. We've seen some pretty cool ones in the past, so here's hoping we see something else this year. On to our crochet along for the day. We have 4 more rows to work up, of which we are making the haunted video store blanket. The movie that we're watching tonight is Shaky Shivers. It is a werewolf comedy horror. 2 young women find themselves at an abandoned camp in the woods with a book of magical spells surrounded by classic monsters. The abandoned camp really makes you feel like it's the end of summer camp. Everything is all packed up. We're transitioning from summerween to fall season, getting a little bit closer to Halloween. If you're into campy werewolf movies, check out Shaky Shivers tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me today, checking out my Wednesday-inspired Tunisian crochet project I have going on here. If you are doing a Wednesday specific project as well, let me know what you're working up. For now, that is it. So have a super spooky rest of your night, and I will see you in my next video.